I love this little quote from Luka Doncic. I would use Eurobasket highlights, but every time I try to use Eurobasket highlights, they block my video. They don't even allow it, because most of the time, if they put a copyright claim on the videos, they let you just still show it, and you just won't get any money, which I'm fine with. But Eurobasket just says, fuck you, you can't even show this video. So basically what Luka Doncic said to Eurohoops.net, Luka Doncic explained that this is happening because the international basketball rules that benefit different tactics. Quote, I think you have better defenders in the NBA, obviously, but here in Europe, the team defense is more impressive, obviously, Doncic said in the post-game presser after Slovenia's Eurobasket win over co-host Germany. Here's another quote from, because of the smaller court, you don't have 3-second violation. So I think the team defense is very important. And you have to understand, a Eurobasket court, basketball court, a European basketball court versus an NBA court. So an NBA court is 94 feet by 50 feet, while a FIBA court is 91 feet and 10 inches by 49 feet and 2.5 inches. So as a result, the three-point line scales down along with the court side. The NBA three-point line is at 23 feet and 9 inches, while the FIBA three-point line is 20 feet and 6 inches. That's why a lot of times when you see American players play in the Olympics and shit like that, they're just raining threes, okay? Because they're basically taking long 2-pointers. And I believe FIBA is a similar court to, I don't know if it's college or high school. I don't know. This is why I always joke around with my friends. I personally, I always say this, I joke around, I'm like, I could have definitely played, also the old FIBA court where they had the diagonal was so weird, where they had this diagonal for a while. And it was from the 56 to 2010. And for me, I've always looked at it like this, okay? I always joke with my friends because I'm one of the better basketball players of my friends. The only one who I'm not better than is my friend who could have played D1. He could have gone to Dartmouth, Central Arkansas. He played AAU against Trae Young and RJ Hampton, Jalen Wilson. He actually dropped 10 points in consecutively and stripped Trae Young back to back at a Oklahoma training camp or summer camp, I believe it was. It's a great story by him. He said after he stripped Trae Young for a second time and got his 10th point in 2 minutes, he looked at Lon Kruger and goes, "Where's my scholarship? I just stripped your boy twice." And so Kruger was just looking away, didn't even give him eye contact. But I'm only 160. I always say if I was 180, definitely could have played D3. And that's thing is I grew up my whole life visiting Argentina every summer, and there's a Division 3 basketball club there, and for the Argentine League. And then in Europe, same thing. I would go and play basketball there with my cousins or family friends who were on the team. And the same thing with soccer. That's why you guys know, if you follow my channel, I've talked about this a while. And this is why I really like defense. I'm bringing this back to the video. The video's about team defense and everything. And this is what I'm talking about team defense is. So I'm a really good defender. I didn't play high school ball because my school was kind of rigged. There wasn't really tryouts, and you had to play JV and then get moved up to varsity, or you had to be transferred to our school. And I was injured both years for during JV tryouts, so I just never got the opportunity, and I fell in love with smoking weed. But I'm always a really good defender. I play, you guys know, I haven't been able to this past week play any basketball, and it's pissing me off. But during the summer and shit, I play 2 hours every day, and I'm a really good defender. That's my thing. That's my calling card. And it goes back to me growing up in FIBA basketball, is teaching you how to be a good team defender, how to rotate, how to move those hips, and I think that's just something that's overlooked in just basketball, because people are just like, oh, it's not that important, and in reality it is. And I talk about it a lot. Maybe it's just me, but I do think that Luka Doncic has a point with what he was saying. And again, another point that he's made is the schedule. But again, I think defense overseas is better. And I mean, there's a reason why these guys are decent team defenders, like Joe Ingles and all those guys. Not saying that they're good defenders individually, but as a team defense, they're not bad. There's a bunch of European players that you go oh, by themselves, not that great of a defender, but as a team, he helps the rotation really well. I mean, you see that with Dario Saric, okay, for example. And I would say, I mean, I think I'm a better individual defender. I have long arms and like 6'4" wingspan on a 6'1" frame, so that helps a lot.